Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie and today is KCC number 20 launch giveaway hop. So there is a whole playlist down below with all the sketches and I am actually going to be working on sketch 11. So happy hop day. We are in the 20th quarter of Kendra's card challenge. I am using a couple different sheets of paper from a couple different paper pads here. We're using the clouds from Whimsy Stamps and then some stripes from Pink and Maine, and then I'm going to be using this stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I've actually had this in my collection forever and I've never used it, so this was like the perfect opportunity to use it. Now I am going to be using a lot of different colors here. The earth brown blend, hydrangea blend, alpine green blend, gold yellow blend, magenta, burnt orange, true blue, and brown gray from my Spectrum Noir tri-blend markers. Now, I am so sorry about the weird glare on my hand. When I was filming this, I didn't realize that my curtain to my window that's right above my desk was just enough open that it had this glare going on my hand. So I am so sorry if that bugs you. You're welcome to skip the coloring part. That's up to you, but it is where I'm going to tell you all about Kendra's card challenge. So if you are new to Kendra's card challenge, it is a fantastic challenge that goes for a quarter. So that means 3 months. This one is number 20 and it is going from October 1st to December 31st of 2025. We're almost to the end of 2025, guys. Can you believe it's already October? I cannot. Anyway, Cards by Kendra, she creates 15 different sketches using 6 sheets of 6x6 paper. And if you are part of her Patreon membership, free or paid, you have access to the PDF where it shows you all the cutting guides and all the sketches so that you can make your own set of 15 cards and enter to be in giveaways throughout the months. Now, there is a monthly giveaway and then there's quarterly giveaways. So if you do 3 different sets of cards, you have 3 different chances of being entered into those giveaways. So definitely check that out. The playlist down below, like I said, this is a hop, so there is a playlist down below with all the different sketches with all the different design team members. You get to know us and who's on Kendra's card challenge's design team, and you get access to all the sketches to see how they are all made. Like I said, I am doing sketch 11 today, and I am starting out by coloring these cute little elephants and these hot air balloons. I am a sucker for hot air balloons, and these are just adorable. I'm kind of keeping to like a rainbow-esque theme because I'm going to match that pattern paper from Pink and Maine that I am using. Pink and Maine, Whimsy Stamps, and Lawn Fawn are all sponsors of giveaways, so definitely check that out. You definitely want to get your 15 cards in. So I just fussy cut all those little pieces out, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on my card. So like I said, sketch number 11, it is such a simple sketch, you all. It's amazing. I love just all the little details that is actually in this sketch and how you can make it your own. So anything on that sketch that is gray or black or white, that's where you come in and make it your own. Like I'm showing you here, I am using glitter paper for my gray. You are going to see some hands there. I don't know if you were noticing that earlier in the video. My daughter is next to me crafting as well. She wanted to make some cards for her classmates. She's in preschool and adorable, and she wanted to make cards for all her best friends and wanted to, of course, use mommy's stamping gear. So, had to pull that out for her. And then that white, I'm actually using that pattern paper from Whimsy Stamps. I decided to go with pattern paper because I'm making a whole little scene with my hot air balloon and elephants. But you could emboss paper here. You could bring in just plain cardstock. You could stencil, just really have fun with it. Whatever works for your card. I'm making a birthday card, so I really wanted to make things really happy and colorful. And then for that black outline around the pattern paper that you see there, I'm also using that same glitter paper. Now, you could do cardstock here, or you could do a different shade of something. It's completely up to you and your card. Kendra always says these are starting off points. You got to make them your own. So your card is going to showcase the sketch itself, like those two strips of paper crisscrossing. Other than that, it's up to you. So I'm just showing you here how I am connecting the button. There is a little button on the sketch. You don't have to use a button. You could just make a little ephemera piece there. You could put the sentiment there. You could add another little die piece there. Make it your own, but she suggests a little button on her sketch, so I wanted to try a little button. So I just marked where I was going to put the button with a pencil, and then I took my lovely paper poking tool and put it through the button so I knew where my holes wanted to be. And then I'm just taking some string that I have in my stash. I do a lot of embroidery cards, so with Spellbinder's stitching dies. I absolutely love them. And so I had a lot of thread on me. So I'm just threading that through the button using a needle just because that's what was easiest for me. And then making a bow. And of course my bow ended up twisting upside down. So I had to take a few minutes to adjust here. I won't make you watch all of that, but it is really fun. It's something different for a card. I usually don't add buttons. I did have to really dig to even find buttons. I do like my black and white polka dot here. A different color probably would have worked out better, but I really wanted to stay true to the sketch, and these were the buttons that I had on hand. So, use your stash. It comes out really cute anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and add some foam tape to the back of that. You do probably need to bump it up a little bit, either by adding some cardstock behind it or foam tape, just because it is going to cross over that other strip of pattern paper. And then that's also right where the button and thread are. So it does create a lot of kind of bumpage there. So it's just easier if you use some foam tape or some cardstock to make that a little bit more smooth. So I'm just making sure that that's lining up correctly. It was like the very perfect size. And then I of course noticed that one of my corners was coming up a little bit, so I needed to add a little bit more glue to that. And then we're going to go ahead and take off the release paper here. And then I'm going to add it to my card. This is pretty much the basic of sketch 11. This is what the sketch looks like. Now I'm going to go a little bit above and beyond and add in all my little scene here, because I absolutely love all these little stamps. They're just so cute. And I was so happy to be able to use these for this card. So I don't know if anybody else has this trouble, but my glue always gets stuck, and I always have to prime it with a needle that I just keep on a magnet on my desk, because I literally have to do it every time I use this glue. We're going to go ahead and put those little flags on the little air balloon. Oh, it's adorable. I definitely really like how the colors came out, matching that rainbow paper. And then it's just so festive, and doesn't it feel like happy birthday? It definitely feels like celebration for sure. And then I am going to go ahead and bring in a white gel pen here. I did decide that I wanted to add just a few little highlights on both of these elephants and on these balloons, just to bring them to life a little bit more. I'm also making sure that if there's any marker that went past the black lines, that I am fixing that with my white jelly pen as well. And I might need a new jelly pen. This one's starting to die a little bit. I did have to scribble on a piece of paper a couple different times here. I'm going to go ahead and get it on this little elephant that is watching the other little elephant. Is this the parent watching the kid? I don't know. That's how I feel lately with my daughter in preschool right now. And then part of the giveaway today is that you do have to put in a code per video, and you can be entered into the giveaway in each video as long as you have their code. Mine is actually Lawn Fawn. So you have several entries that you could possibly get today for the giveaway that Cards by Kendra is putting on. It is a crafty goodie bag worth $250, which is just amazing. So generous of Kendra. So definitely check out the playlist down below to see all the videos today, and make sure you're entering the giveaway on each video. So just watch the video, listen for that code word. Mine is Lawn Fawn, and then make sure you enter the form on each video using their code. And you can be entered several times to try to win that goodie bag. I'm just bumping up one of the hot air balloons, the bigger one, with some foam tape, and I'm also adding some foam tape to my bigger elephant. I am going to change that up a little bit because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted this little scene to go. I originally wanted that elephant to sit right on the edge of that pattern paper, but it wasn't quite working. So then I did decide to put it on the pattern paper, at least halfway. So it looks like he's kind of sitting on the rainbow. Of course, then I had to cut off some of the foam tape here just so that it didn't have a weird bump going on. I didn't want to add incredibly too much dimension just in case I do decide to mail this. And then, of course, I did smear my white gel pen because I get super impatient and don't wait for it to dry. You got to wait for it to dry. Otherwise, you have to fix it. So that was me fixing it with some black pen, making sure my lines were clear. So I'm just using some liquid glue on that smaller air balloon here. It's going to be kind of more in the background, like it's further away, even though it's closer to the elephant. And then taking off that release paper of the big balloon and getting that on there. So if you liked today's video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. If you are new here, hit subscribe and hit that bell. I would love to see you in more videos. I try to post 2 to 4 or more times a month depending on my schedule. Because I love card making. I donate a lot of my cards, so I'm always making them. I am also a scrapbooker. I do less videos of that, but you do see them on occasion. I actually need to get more into that. Is anybody else having that struggle? Their kid is getting old and they haven't scrapbooked any of their baby pages? Yep, me. Just me? Okay. So the sentiments I decided to actually put inside the card because I didn't really feel like it fit on the front page. I'm putting "It's your birthday" and "Sky's the limit." I also end up putting some of my scrap pieces inside the card as well to decorate it, just so those don't go to waste. And that is my card. So definitely check out that playlist below. Make sure you enter the giveaway form for this video. Remember, it's Lawn Fawn. 2 words is your code, and make sure that you play along with us for Kendra's Card Challenge number 20. I will see you in another video soon. Thanks. Bye.